Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Mindcrack server here, 7 Days to Die. Excited to play more. So today, I'm still in this city, this town, this area. Turn my mic down just a tad there. Sound like I was being a little loud. I'm not trying to yell at you guys. So it's dog day. That's not a dog. It is dog day though. I heard a dog out here a minute ago, so he's around here somewhere. I don't know what we're gonna do today. I still have not found the rest of the auger. I did find one more garage thing inside of this building we're in, but I think I've really got most of the garage containers out of here at this point, unfortunately. And I think that's our best bet at finding an auger in this town is through those. Basically just scrapping stuff at this point. Look at this guy. Shoot you in the butt. Is he dead? He didn't have a lot of life in him. Today I want to talk about the secret project. It's no longer a secret anymore. It's got a name. It's the private Mindcrack Island. Yay! So you guys know this is something that I haven't been able to talk about in forever. Literally ever. This is for if you're not familiar, if you've never even heard it referenced before, maybe you're new to the channel, you don't know anything about this. Mindcrack used to play a lot of Minecraft. Vanilla. We still play a lot of Mine. Hey, look. This is probably what's left of that dog. I didn't kill him, though. Oh, God. Oh, God. What is hurting me? Oh, it's these, Huh. That's probably how he died, even. On the bar there. We used to play a lot of Minecraft Vanilla. Now we just all play modded and Life in the Woods, those sort of things. Which I do have Life in the Woods going now. If you guys want to check that out, it's been a lot of fun, man. It's definitely different. And I died. Spoiler alert! I died, man. I was not expecting to die, but I did. Oh no! Oh no! The can's on the ground. Looking like a fool. So. A long time ago, you know, Mindcrack. Whenever I first started the whole thing, I always tried to make it where it was kind of accessible to the public. You know, I wanted, I've always stood by the fact that we're nobody special. Our server just happened to become popular, and is what it is. But I wonder if these. Yeah, I did think they broke with one hit. Oh no, never mind. Well, no, okay, that's not bad. It gives me 7. But yeah, we're not, anything special. And so I've always tried to make, the server and our group and stuff accessible to the public as long as I could. It's something that you don't really see anymore because we got too big for our own britches. It's unfortunate because, again, I really liked the idea of us all, kind of coming together organically, and I think that's one of the biggest allures to the group early on was that even you might be the next one to join us, But as we got bigger and bigger, it became more and more difficult to facilitate something like that, a lot of people don't realize that, like, for instance, Beef, he wasn't always a member. He was. Of course, he wasn't always a member, but he wasn't even a YouTuber. When he joined, he just made like 1 or 2 videos or something, and then did a contest, and he won the contest, and here he is. And so I wanted to always be able to do stuff like that, but as time went on, it just became more and more impossible. So I had an idea for how to still have a contest, but kind of limit it, because also as our group changed. Just things changed as far as who we wanted to add in. You know, it became a thing where, you know, these people should probably be people that we get along with, and not just hope that we get along with, kind of thing. Because we got really lucky with most of the people that joined early on to be just happened to be people that worked out. You know, like I never would have known that Nebris and I would be good friends, or you know, the first video where Pyro joins, it's me and B00 talking to Pyro. I never would have thought that, you know, he'd be someone that I talk to on a regular basis and, you know, share things with that I wouldn't tell, you know, the average person, stuff like that. So, you know, we've been really lucky, and there's been misses too, you know, not to poop on him, but Karur didn't really fit in as a good example of someone that just didn't end up fitting in the long run. So, where's that at? There's a bear in there. Hey, in there, bear. In there. You're all wet. A wet bear. Poor guy. 380. I need scrap iron to upgrade our log spikes around our house. So these things I can just hit once and get scrap iron from are actually really nice. I didn't know that these were just one hits. These metal things here. So here's what we did. Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to create this competition, and I'm a big fan of the television show Survivors. Everyone that's been in my channel for any period of time knows. So my idea was, what if we made Survivor in Minecraft, and it, you know, it'd be a competition where the winner could end up playing with us in the end. So Nebris and I set out to do this. He's like, yeah, you know, we can make some challenges. This is back before there were pistons, before there was a lot of stuff that's in the game now. It just didn't exist yet. And so, ooh, there's a bookcase in here. It's empty. Hey man, there's just some iron chest armor here. I think that's what I'm wearing even. Oh no, wait, I'm just wearing leather chest armor. Well, let's wear iron chest armor. That leather chest armor is really nice. So Nebris and I started working on this. It was, you know, we had this little world where we would log in each day and start building these challenges, and I worked out a list of all the different types of challenges I had in mind for us to do. You know, I didn't have all, because there's 24 challenges total. There's 2 teams of 6, so 12 players total, and in the end, you know, it comes down. It's very similar to the television show Survivor, where at a certain point, the people that get voted out form a council, and then they decide, you know, who wins it all, so to speak. I think I've already read this. Let's read it again. I think this is one of the ones that'll give you skill. There's bookcases over there just against the wall. So each Mindcracker was able to pick someone. Not everyone did. And this was you know, I'm speeding up a little bit. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So let me slow my roll just a tad. So Nebris and I spent a lot of time working on building these challenges that you know, that I'd come up with. And at a certain point, like, pistons were announced. We were like, oh, dude, think of what we could do if we had pistons. So we're like, okay, well, let's redo some of the stuff. And there was something that had come along before then, even, that was like, oh man, we could do so much with that. Let's start over. So we restarted a couple times, just building the challenges. So eventually, we'd gotten to a point where pistons had come out, and we decided to restart again. And this is whenever I went to my very first convention, PlayOnCon. And at PlayOnCon, I met BTC, which I was familiar with BTC because Beef and I had recently done the Kingdom of the Sky maps. So I knew of his existence, you know, but I didn't know him, so to speak. And he didn't know anything about Mindcrack. He knew nothing about this group. So at PlayOnCon, you know, he had a panel on map building and stuff, and I went to that. And afterwards, him and I had a long conversation about surviving Mindcrack Island. and where it was, what I'd been working on, what my plans were, and just, you know, that type of thing. And he said he was interested in helping with it. So we started from there, basically. I told him at the time, you know, he did some more research into the group and stuff, and he was like, oh, okay, I see, you know, what Mindcrack is and so on. I was like, all right, well, if you'll do this thing for us, you can be one of the contestants in the show. And, you know, possibly end up joining and playing with us on our various servers or, you know, whatever. Oh, another garage. I get really excited when I see the garage ones because they could have auger parts. They don't, though. So, him and his build team, the Broken Buttons, got started, and this was a long process too. You know, it took quite a while to build all the things. We went back and forth on the different challenges I had in mind, tested things to see if they could even work. This was before command blocks, so it was all built with redstone. Anything that required. Oh man, I've been hoping I'd get some purple ones, and I was going to keep them when I did. Let's store them here. You know, and I could actually just put that stone in there. Makes more sense. I don't need to be carrying around that stone. And actually, I don't know why I have multiple repair kits. I thought I'd used it. So yeah, he got started building the thing, and we kind of, you know, discussed it as it went along, and tested it. And the original plan was that once the series aired, he could join Mindcrack. We eventually got to a point where we realized, as I was hitting that last one, that I was about to make a mistake and that was going to fall. We eventually got to a point where it was taking longer than we thought to even film it. You know, getting all the contestants together, getting together all the guys, because all the Mindcrackers were the cameraman. You know, it took a lot to film this and bring it all together. You guys remember the Mumble plugin from UHC? Well, the only reason why that exists to even be in that UHC was from Surviving Mindcrack Island. We used that because that was one of the hurdles, you know, I was trying to overcome. Is one big part of a game like this is the social aspect. So in order to achieve that, I wanted to have directional based audio and communication so that they could wander off and communicate with each other and so on, and it would be something where you know, not everyone was hearing what they were saying and stuff. So needed something like that. So that's where the Mumble thing came, and we had decided at that point that we would eventually do a UHC with it, but we honestly had planned on waiting until this aired to do the UHC. So we eventually realized that it was taking too long, and let's just do a UHC with the Mumble plugin. Oh, finally. Man, I've been waiting for that for a while. So I don't know if I think I've already said this, but each Mindcracker picked the contestants. So the contestants you see in the show are people that we wanted to play with, you know, eventually. So that's how they all came together, and we chose them. Like Zuljan, for example, is someone I've always wanted to add to this group, and so he was my pick. Just giving an example. So eventually, we finally got to record the thing, and this took a while. Like the weekend we had planned it to actually record it. I mean, if you think UHC is hard to schedule, imagine scheduling 12 people that have to be there, and not just have to be there. See, one of the things that I wanted to make, you know, in the actual television show that this is a parody of, the contestants are forced to live for, you know, 39 days, and so the exhaustion and that sort of thing is a big part of the whole thing. Whoops. Well, Toilet's gone. Holy crap, I wrecked that toilet. So exhaustion and stuff like that's a big part of it, and so I wanted to emulate that as well, and the best way I knew to emulate something like that was to force the contestants to not be able to leave. So one of the requirements was that you had to be there for the entire event. Even if you got voted out and you were voted out towards the end, you still had to be there to be part of the council. So I had estimated it would take 8 to 10 hours total from start to finish. It ended up taking 22 hours start to finish. So this whole thing was recorded in one sitting over 22 hours with the Mindcrackers as the cameraman. And quite a few of them. Not all of them could be there for the whole time, but for a lot of it. And some people were there the whole time, like Seth. He was there from the time we started until the time we finished. Same thing with BOO, just non-stop. And of course I was the host for the entire thing, so I'm playing the part as the guy that, you know, is talking shit and telling them to do this or whatever. Oh, another garage I missed. Oh, but it's nothing but sadness. So yeah. It was a huge undertaking to record it all. You know, BTC's on the back end doing all the map stuff. And this is all stuff that if we did it now, today, now that Bucket exists, now that command blocks exist, everything that made this thing up would be so much easier to do now. It's just we were a little bit ahead of the curve as far as what could be done at the time. If we had waited a year or so, which I guess it wouldn't have mattered in the long run because of how long it took to actually get it all out and about, then it wouldn't have mattered. But so the whole thing, it is dated. There's no arguing that it is something that you know, was filmed in 2013. Quite a while ago, obviously. You know what year 2013 was. You know what year it is now. You can work out the math. Oh, hey, I didn't know that there was some of these that were different. Had more stuff in them. Oh man, I've completed a whole stack of scrap. It's kind of my cue. I need to be heading home here soon. But as dated as it is, it's still something I'm really proud of, and I'm really proud of everyone that was involved. You know, not just building it or whatever. Even talking about the people that did the production. So let me talk about that a bit. So it was recorded then, and so immediately after it was done, after that 22 hours, I started buying hard drives for every member that was filming. And had them all, sent to him overnight because I was like, oh, we got to get this, ready to go right away type of thing. Because after we finished recording that day, we still sat around, like me, Seth, everyone, and just talked about, Vidya, because Vidya and I, we're big fans of Survivor, and just how similar it all, the drama and the emotion and all this stuff that ended up coming about as we'd hoped it would, but you didn't really know until it all happened how it was all going to work out. It might just suck, which luckily it did not. It's all really good as far as that sort of stuff is concerned. So to me that's the saving grace of it all, is that even though it is something that's dated, it's good content. Like, it is enjoyable stuff. So I get these hard drives out to everyone so that I can get the footage and start editing the footage. A couple of the guys in Europe didn't end up mailing me anything, so that Minecon, which was right after this whole thing, they brought the hard drives there and gave them to me, in person. Remember Pyro, he forgot the cord, and I don't even know. Anyways, and so I get back home from Minecon and I start just, oh, this is the last iron thing I needed. Sweet. get home and just start going through this stuff, start trying to time code it. Because, like I said, you know, like I remember Packrat came in for a short period of time, then he had to go again. So his footage, you know, kind of comes in the middle or whatever, and just, you know, doing pickup shots and different things. Just a lot of that stuff started happening, and then the more time I spent on it, the more just overwhelming it all was. It's just so much footage because there was so many people recording nonstop, and so around that same time, or soon after all of that, within a couple months, we were also working on creating our own YouTube network so that the members of Mindcrack were not beholden to YouTube. And so around that same time, he was talking with Broadband about our plans as far as, you know, we're all leaving Broadband. We're going to start our own network, and, you know, thanks for everything. Thanks for all the fish, as Douglas Adams would say. So anyways, so they made a proposal that instead of us leaving their network, that they would help us by forming, you know, our own network with them, and simplify some of it and remove some of the cost. And part of that agreement was that they would like to produce the Surviving Mindcrack Island. It was something that they had been wanting to do anyways, not necessarily, you know, that exactly, but making this long form content that, you know, it's like a produced television show was something they already wanted to do. So it kind of fit into some of the ideas they already had. Oh god. Oh no, wait, I've had this happen before. How did it fixed? There we go. Oh, garage storage. Dude, if I get auger parts, you're gonna hear a man squeal like a baby. Come on, man. Give me them auger parts. I thought I got stuck in the ceiling again. Somewhere I'm going to have to fight somebody here in a minute, I have a feeling. So whenever I flew up there to, man, I call these schematics just all of a sudden. When I flew up there for Extra Life event, I brought the hard drives with me that I had, because I'd got everything down to two hard drives from everyone else's hard drives, and brought them up there with me, which they still have them. I'm going to have to get them back from them at some point. And we just kind of went through the footage together. And they had a lady named Kirsten that was actually one of the producers on Bachelorette back in the day. She was the person in charge of all of this. So her and I went through everything over the weekend. Beef and Paws were there as well to kind of talk with them about the stuff. And we basically tried to work out how this would all look as far as them being in charge of creating it. I don't know where this screamer's at. So there, somewhere in there, kind of begins the legal stuff, which we can't really talk about a lot. Just know that a lot of this project ended up being held up for legal reasons, and not just. I feel like I just moved that whole screen. The whole screen moved. Oh, yeah, I guess it moves over a little bit whenever you get this window up. I never noticed that before. What do these turn into? Because Dot was complaining about them not being picked up. Yeah, okay, they just give you scrap. I'm okay with this. He's not. He can craft them now though, so he's okay with it now too. At some point, like I said, at some point it kind of became a legal nightmare. And some of this was also just the contract between Broadband and Mindcrack, working out all the details as far as what they were required to do, and ownership, and all those sort of things, since they were doing the production of it. Oh shit. Holy shit, he came out of nowhere, scared the bejesus out of me. Oh man, I don't have any honey. There's honey around here somewhere though. Holy crap, man. Whew! Woohoo! Let's it's dog day. It's dog day. We're gonna head back home now, so I can get some honey. Whew! That scared me, man. I wasn't prepared. Okay, we need to find a way out of here. This is the way over here. So yes, it's taken many. This was not supposed to ever take this long to be released. I think that probably can go without saying. I don't think anyone assumes that, hey, you know, we're going to record this thing and then we're going to wait this long. That was never supposed to be the case, ever, obviously. But it is what it is. There's only so much you can do. And like I said, if it was something that the time that it took to produce and release and stuff, if I thought it was so bad or any of those type of things, we just wouldn't release it. But like I said, I think that this is good stuff. You know, it sucks that it's taken as long as it has to get it together, to go out to the world, but it's not to the point where it's just irrelevant or anything like that. You know, it's not like it's boring or anything. It's, you guys are going to enjoy it. There will be naysayers that say, well, it's dated, it sucks. You know, there are probably people that get upset as far as there will be people that get invested and want a certain person to win or do well that just isn't going to. That is what it is. You know, one of the things I've always tried to achieve is to promote smaller channels. You know, Mindcrack at its core was kind of about that. You know, once I became a bigger channel, so to speak. You know, originally it was just, we're having some fun here. But it hit a point where, you know, I was kind of a bigger channel, and there was things I could do with that. Please be garage. Aw. You know, so even though, like, you look at Beef now, and his channel's bigger than mine, there was a time where I was much larger than he is, and one of my goals was to help, you know, him grow. Everyone shits on socialism, but that's kind of one of the cores of Mindcrack is we're kind of socialist, or at least I am. So that's the direction that the group takes, you know, as a corporation or whatever. So to me, one of the fantastic things about this idea was we as a group can pick 12 people YouTube-wise that we love, we're fans of, and we can make content with them that is relevant because, you know, it's association with us as a group, and it will promote them in a way that puts them in front of, you know, our viewers and makes them relevant to Mindcrack. Unfortunately, because of the time it took to produce it and release it, some of that's not as big as it could have been, you know. Of course, everyone's still hung up on the fact that to them Mindcrack is well, not everyone. Some people are hung up on Mindcrack is Minecraft. So to them, they're like, well, there is no vanilla server, so this is stupid. Well, there's still lots of Mindcrack servers. There's Mindcrack UHC servers. There's Mindcrack 7 Days to Die server. There's quite a bit. Oh God, get out of there! I thought that was a dog coming in on me, actually. So, you know, this is still relevant to those that were involved. I hear you. I don't see you, though. And I am still hoping that for those that that do make content that were part of this, that they do see some promotion from it. So I think that's my short and abridged version of what it all is. I'm sure there'll be other questions that come up, and there'll be other things I talk about leading up to it. The Survivor recap that Jeff and I used to do, Jeff Sano, not Jeff Bros. Chicken. I got him. I got that chicken. Where's my knife? Knife. Did I leave my knife at home? I think I did. Well, that sucks. I killed the chicken. I ain't got a damn knife. Well, shit. 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 He's got a despawn before I can do anything with him. We can drop those. Alright, I just needed the feathers. Oh god. That always cracks me up. Just the giant racks of ribs. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. It is something that I'd like to do a season 2 of, honestly. The prize would be different because now we have the ability to have, you know, actual cash prizes, sponsored prizes, that sort of stuff. Because a lot's changed since back then, you know. But I would love to do another season of it once this one airs. So the production schedule, you know, it took them 6 months to get the 6 episodes that we have. But since we used the Mumble plugin, some of the audio is just not great. It just is what it is. And that was there was a guy, that's his whole job, is audio technician, and that's all he's done is tried to fix this audio the best he can. So, you know, there's that. But they've got 6 episodes done. It's a thing where, you know, each episode begins right after the Grand Council, which is where someone's voted out, and that's where the episodes end. So, like episode 1, you know, is the introduction. It ends after it leaves the game, and so on. That's how it goes. There's 1 episode a week, which I know in YouTube time it's not standard. You know, you normally expect an episode every 2 days, every other day. Every 3 days, somewhere in that range. But in order for the production team to get done with it, so that we can continue on releasing at its current schedule, basically the way it's going to work is there'll be an episode every Friday, and they're still working on the other episodes that remain in the series, and then it will all end with a live stream. So once we get down to the final bit, the final voting happens, and then we go to a live stream. It's Arcus's hole, I bet. I imagine this is Arcus. This looks like an Arcus project here. So in between, Jaceno and I will be doing a recap that will probably air around Wednesday or so of every week. So the Mindcrack Network channel is going to have quite a bit of content for the coming couple months, actually, because we'll still have the podcast on Thursdays. So on Wednesdays, we'll probably have a recap, Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll work it out with Jeff. We're going to have the contestants on as guests during that. Some of the other people that helped with the recording will join us occasionally. The other cameraman, and so on. So yeah, it's this long project that, you know, I am still very proud of, even though it took as long as it took to see the light of day. I think it's going to be stuff that you guys are going to enjoy, as long as you can look past how old it is. You know, it's an older version of Minecraft, even, of course, obviously. So as long as people can look past those things, they should be able to enjoy it. There will be those that that probably don't, and that's fine. You know, everybody doesn't have to enjoy everything, but I hope you guys do. And I'm also going to end today's episode here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Be sure to check out over the Mindcrack Network channel. There is, like I said, there's a trailer that kind of shows it a bit, and also you know, sometime as I'm talking right now, in fact, I think it's being pushed out. There's the bit where BTC and I kind of go over his involvement with the project and those sort of things. So let me know what you think, and I appreciate you guys watching this particular video. As always, if you haven't yet, check out Life in the Woods. I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you do too. And thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.